What is a trade war and why no one wins? Welcome to Jack's Finance, your go-to place for breaking down complex financial topics into simple, clear, and powerful insights. Trade war. It's one of those terms you hear in the news, full of tension, economics, and political drama. But what exactly is a trade war? Why do countries go head-to-head with tariffs? And most importantly, why does no one really win? A trade war happens when countries start putting up tariffs, taxes on imports, to hurt each other economically. It usually begins with one country saying, "Your products are hurting our local businesses, so we're going to tax them." Then the other country retaliates by taxing their goods in return. Before long, it escalates into a full-blown trade war, with both sides trying to outdo each other. There are several reasons why countries start trade wars. Some do it to protect local jobs and industries from cheaper foreign competition. Others want to fix trade deficits when they import more than they export. Sometimes it's to punish the other country for things like dumping cheap goods, stealing intellectual property, or manipulating their currency. On paper, it may seem like a smart move to defend the economy, but in practice, it often backfires. Here's why no one really wins in a trade war. First, prices go up. When companies are taxed more to import goods, they pass that cost on to consumers. That means people like you and me pay more for everyday items like phones, clothes, food, and electronics. Second, exporters suffer. When one country adds tariffs, the other country does the same. So now local companies can't sell their products abroad as easily, which leads to revenue loss. Third, jobs are at risk. Businesses that rely on global trade, like farmers, manufacturers, and tech companies, face uncertainty, cuts, or even layoffs. And finally, global markets lose confidence. Investors pull back, supply chains get disrupted, and even countries not directly involved in the trade war can feel the impact. A real-world example is the US-China trade war between 2018 and 2020. The US added tariffs on over $350 billion worth of Chinese goods. China responded with tariffs on $110 billion in American exports. As a result, American farmers lost access to key markets. Tech products got more expensive. Chinese companies moved their operations to other countries. And both economies suffered, not to mention the ripple effects on the rest of the world. In the end, trade wars are more about who can lose less than about who wins. They hurt businesses, raise prices, disrupt economies, and create tension in an already interconnected world. So the next time you hear about a trade war, remember, it's not just about countries fighting over goods. It's about how those decisions impact real people, jobs, and wallets across the globe. But here's the truth we often forget. We live this life only once. And in this one life, we all want the same things: security, opportunity, dignity, and peace. Every country, every government, every family wants to thrive. So instead of building walls of tariffs, let's build bridges of understanding. Let's negotiate with fairness. Let's trade with empathy. Let's compete with integrity, not hostility, by focusing on innovation, quality, and fair practices instead of blame, fear, and retaliation. True strength lies in rising through collaboration and excellence, not in tearing others down. In a global economy, we don't need to win by making others lose. We win by lifting everyone higher. Because when the world works together, we all move forward. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who could use a little brain hack. Thanks for watching.